Kia ora e te whānau ngā mihi nui ki a koutou. We're at the end of week 7, only 3 weeks to go after this one. Look, there's been lots of really great things happening at Tawa School this week. We've had a whole bunch of our students representing the Tawa zone at the Interzone cross-country event, and we have potentially a couple of our tamariki going to represent at the regional competition coming up later this year. So that's a really exciting thing. We'll confirm that in our newsletter coming up. We've also had our Year 7-8 class, Room 1, have been doing a whole bunch of stuff down at the Willowbank stream, doing experiments and learning about the ecosystems around the stream and how to look after things. And right across the school there has been preparation for Matariki. There's been amazing structured literacy happening across all our classes. Everyone's doing an amazing job. As you all know, we are still going through waves of COVID, and the future can sometimes look a little bit uncertain. We do have a number of staff who have been off quite unwell, as well as tamariki as well as general other bugs and things like that are still going around. To this end, what we have decided to do as a staff, that we are going to continue mask wearing for our year 4 to 8 classes running up through to the end of the term, and then we'll reassess them. We know that there are lots of bugs, not just colds or COVID related stuff, but also tummy bugs and things like that happening around as well. So we want to make sure that we're doing all that we can to protect everyone here at school. So we really appreciate your support with that. Coming out with this bulletin will be a link for our Sunshine team parents to a form to gauge your comfort levels around camp happening next term. As I mentioned just before, that we've got waves of COVID happening, and with that come quite strict protocols and what have you, but we want to make sure that we can go on camp, but we do want to get the voice of our parent whānau community as well. So please, if you are in Sunshine team, so that's the year 4, 5 and 6 classes, can you please fill out this form to let us know how you're feeling? We need to get everybody's, and it will include your name and your child's name, just so we can gauge what is happening for each of the classes. So please fill it in as soon as possible. It would be much appreciated. Coming up at the very end of the term are parent-teacher interviews, where it's an opportunity for parents, caregivers and whānau to come meet with the teacher to talk about your child's progress. Now, these have been scheduled for the afternoon/early evening of Thursday the 7th of July, but also we're taking a teacher-only day all day on Friday the 8th of July, the very last day of term, to run interviews across the whole day so everybody can come. There is a link coming out with this bulletin that you can book those interviews. Get in as soon as you can so you can get your best time. We would love to get as many of our families to school as possible to have these conversations. If there are any barriers to that, or you don't feel comfortable coming into a larger setting, we can arrange Zoom meetings or that kind of thing as well. So look out for that. As you will have heard over the past couple of weeks, there have been a couple of incidents where strangers have approached students within our community with some maybe slightly dodgy advances. It hasn't happened to Tawa School students yet, which is a big relief, but it has happened quite locally, and we are aware of some students who are meeting parents, caregivers or whānau down at Coronation Park, but not being picked up for a while and being left unsupervised. There have been times where a child has fallen off the playground or got hurt, and there's not necessarily been someone around to help them as well. It's really important. The safety of our tamariki is actually really important. So if you do need to pick your child up a little bit later, we do recommend picking them up from school. At least there's going to be someone around to keep an eye on them if something does go wrong. So I understand that every situation is different, and parking around our school is problematic, but if you need to let us know that you're going to be late to pick up your child, you can just ring the office and we can arrange for them to be waiting in the office for you. Your support with that would be hugely appreciated. For those of you who may have missed yesterday's video, we'll include it as part of this bulletin, which shows all the completed building work that has happened around our school. It is really exciting to have this work finished. It was awesome that on Tuesday, when the paid union meetings were happening, we were running kapa haka sessions in the hall for both our Sunshine and Rainbow team, and just being in the hall with amazing acoustics was just fantastic. But you can check out the video right here. So next week we have Matariki coming up. Friday is a public holiday, so we won't be doing a Matariki breakfast this year, unfortunately, just due around those COVID restrictions and wanting to keep everybody safe. But there are a bunch of Matariki activities happening this week as well, so that is really exciting. Hey, look after yourself, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you on Monday, ready for week 8. Ka kite anō.